one of the keys to developing a vibrato, this is something that we'll work on is being able to bend the string, like that. But the key to that is to be able to bend it to an actual pitch. A lot of guys that end up bending strings and they just end up bending them to nowhere. You'll hear them, and they'll just bend, and it goes nowhere, and it sounds like crap. So the key to being able to bend strings is you need to bend to a pitch. That was one of the things that I had difficulty with when I was starting out. And what I do when I practice that, or have people practice that, is if I'm playing here at the 7th fret and I want to bend to sound like the 9th fret, just to play those two notes, you get that note in your head so that you've got a bend going to somewhere. And not even worry about vibratoing it, but just being able to get the string up to pitch. The other key to being able to bend strings effectively is to use more than just one finger. You see guys that try to grab it just like that, and you end up going like that, and all the strings will slip out. So you want to support the bend with the fingers behind it. You end up grabbing it like this, and you push it using the fingers behind it. I mean, you can bend like you did with your first finger, but most of the time you're going to be bending with one of your stronger fingers, which is going to be your 2nd finger or your 3rd finger. So it's just bending it to sound like a pitch, and you can pick 1 fret higher. That puts the scale. You can pick 2 frets higher, you can go, or 3 frets higher, or you can go, or go 4 frets higher. The whole key is to be bending to another pitch within the scale, and not to just bend to nowhere. So pick a pitch anywhere, and you can work on it. And it's best to start just with going 2 frets higher. And just hold it. And you can even do that if you've got a tuner. You have a tuner with one of those, like an LED or a little. Yeah, you can bend like if you're on if it has like an E note on the tuner, you start at D and bend it up until that tuner is right. Dead nuts on the E. The key is to bend to a pitch and use the fingers behind it to support it. That's the basics, the mechanics of bending. You can practice it just like you practice scales. And with bending strings accurately is probably just as important as learning scales. It's one of those things that separates you as sounding like a guitar player when you're able to bend on pitch and you realize that you're bending to a pitch as opposed to just grabbing it and bending it in order to be able to bend it. So, the other thing that kind of ties in with that is vibrato, because it's a very similar technique, and vibrato is just the wiggling that makes the note sing like that. But a vibrato is almost just like a series of bends. You can pick a pitch, just like you did with the bend, and bend up to that pitch. And so it should sound something like this if you bend to something 2 frets higher. And you just speed it up. And I grew up in the 80s listening to guys like George Lynch and Yngwie Malmsteen, and they all have that really wide vibrato. It just sings, and that's the kind of vibrato that I try to have. There's other, there's a lot of blues players have like a real more narrow, kind of almost a butterfly, fluttering sounding vibrato. But if you're playing, rock stuff, metal type stuff, it's really based more on that wide vibrato. But it's the same type of technique where you're going to take, usually, if you're using your 3rd finger, you're going to use more than 1 finger to support that, so that you're not, so that the finger doesn't get away from you and go going like that. So the whole key is to be able to support it. And with the vibrato, there's some guys, depending on your technique, you can use your fingers. Most of what I do, I try to use the bigger muscles in my arm as opposed to just trying to muscle it with my fingers. And the motion is almost like turning a doorknob, where if I'm hitting it up, if you can wrist as opposed to just the fingers and trying to muscle it with just your hands. It doesn't always work, and you end up getting the same type of issue where the string gets away from you can't bring it on pitch. So being able to bend strings to a pitch, to practice that, once again, is get the sound of that pitch in your head and just try to listen to it going up. And you don't have to bend it fast, you just need to get it up to the pitch. And then after a while, you learn, your hands just get like muscle memory going. And you know that you're bending it far enough and then it's going to sound on pitch. And then you can add some vibrato to that bent note too, like that. That and using the big muscles and almost that doorknob type motion is really what we're looking for in bending strings and vibrato. So.